Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Kenyans, there is something that I have observed keenly about this new CSS that William Ruto and some individuals claimed that they were going to redeem this government from their mess to the glory. As we speak, John Mbadi is the CS of Treasury. In fact, hii ndio core ya hii serikali, is the main ministry, because hii ministry ya Treasury ndio inatoa pesa, inaenda ministry wa health, inaenda ministry wa education, ndio inaenda judiciary, ndio inaenda executive after approval from the parliament. But now, John Mbadi has just made a U-turn. And what he went to do in the government, he has changed the tune totally. And now he's defending William Samoei Ruto's Kenya Kwanza government. Today he was in the Senate Assembly. The interrogation of these senators towards the John Mbadi, it is so pathetic that John Mbadi has turned to be a man who is now a darling to the government of Kenya Kwanza. And he cannot tell the truth. He's being asked about the compliance tax, about the issue of Adani. On the same note, the man is being asked, about the issues, how the Adani, got the deal. Have they complied with the taxation measures? John Mbadi is unable to answer. As if that is not enough, the man has not come out clear to hand over some documents that are needed by the Senate for clear clarification. How maybe some money is being released, but when you track keenly the money released by the treasury, inapotelea hapa katikati. Hizo ndio vitu ambazo anaulizwa. But the man has insisted that he is not going to say the truth, but he is going to rely on William Ruto's lies and defend even most. So we were told that John Mbadi is so competent that is going to change the narrative, is going to bring some truth from this ministry. And I told you here very clear, before you watch the interrogation in between the Senate and John Mbadi, you will be shocked. Because clearly, you can understand now the trajectory that John Mbadi has moved to. And it is clear that John Mbadi has left the stories he was making about William Ruto's having shank CSS is among the shank CSS that William Ruto is having. He said how William Ruto is a liar. Now he is among those liars. He said that this Kenya Kwanza government are thieves. He's among those thieves. Sometimes I wonder, why is it that we don't have a leader that when he goes there, is going to work? But again, we cannot blame him, because when you go there, he's just a flower girl. He's just there to escort this government. I want you to listen to the interrogation from the Senate Assembly. Before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, ensure you like the video. I will appreciate you so much because of that like. Without that like, this channel cannot reach the milestone that we are today. Ensure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and you share. Let us listen to the interrogation from the parliament.
So I'm also reporting to you, you can have your opinion. My opinion is this: I'm under oath, and I'm stating as follows. The evaluation committee did check the World Bank sites and confirmed that is the case.
Through you, Chair, can I respond? In the report here, that statement is made is propaganda. It's not there.
As I had indicated, let's give Senator his time. then...
Thank you, Proceed. I was just making a point of information. Thank you.
Chairman, over the page, the law against CS is that they are supposed to confirm that they are not subject to any current legal proceedings. That is over the page on the parameter of insolvency. Do you see that, Honorable Chair, Honorable CS? CS, if you nod the...
That is, you're asking about the criminal conviction?
No.
Which one?
The parameter is insolvency. They are supposed to confirm that they have not been suspended and is not subject to any current legal proceedings.
Correct.
Correct. Now, what did they provide in the column for indicators?
They provide affidavits,
No.
financial statements, as at 31st March 2023.
You are reading
2022,
a totally different document.
Which one?
The document I have says they provided audited financial statements. There's no mention of an affidavit.
I am mentioning it because I'm under oath. And so that I make your work easy, send it as SIFUNA. Because you will ask me. I am telling you that this audited financial statement as of 31st March 2023 was provided under a sworn affidavit. If you want evidence of that, we can.
Honorable Mbadi, you are a CPA and a lawyer. You know for a fact that whether somebody has live criminal or civil proceedings going on is not contained in financial statements. There has to be something else to confirm that there doesn't exist any litigation.
You
Yes
see,
or no?
what was the indicator? The indicator was proponent to provide audited financial statements.
No.
That is what I have in the sheet. But you just
under the law,
Chair, please.
Under
Let's
the law,
read.
Honorable
You are
Mbadi,
reading
allow me
from
to,
the law.
allow
I'm
me to
reading
the
from my
question.
documents.
Can
you
you
read my documents?
Let's
I'm
direct
reading your document.
and,
So, Chair, what do you have under indicators?
let's direct your conversation to the chair.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Chair, just
we are on
allow me
page
to read.
7.
Yes.
Can you read the indicator
Honorable Chair,
number 7?
Honorable Chair, I am reading the Honorable CS's own document. He's the one who's attempting to amend his own document.
Read that part.
It says one of the parameters, and it is in the law, is you need to confirm that it is not, the entity is not subject to any current legal proceedings. That is not something that can be found in financial statements.
So where
Chair,
do you get the indicators from?
Chair, we have three items here. There's insolvency, tax compliance, and criminal conviction. Now, under insolvency, attribute is not insolvent under receivership or bankrupt, and its affairs are not being administered by a court or judicial officer. Its business activities have not been suspended, and it is not subject to any current legal proceedings.
Correct.
Under indicators, the proponent to provide audited financial statements. Yeah, that's the second column. And then that is why the financial statements were provided.
That's why I'm saying, CS, it is not the requirement, the required document to demonstrate that people have no litigation cannot be the financial statements. Let me move on to the tax compliance in the jurisdictions in which tax presence. It says here on the remarks that you provided an Indian income tax return acknowledgement. Is it the position that Adani only operates in India?
Chair, I may not know how many countries Adani operates in, but I know that the mother or the parent country where tax compliance is domiciled is India.
But the requirement of the law is that you declare in all jurisdictions in which it has local tax presence.
Yes, that is what is in the law.
Okay, let me move very quickly, Honorable Chair, to page 21. Actually 22, Honorable Chair. I wanted to ask the CS under the special purpose vehicle. Chair, the CS needs to listen to the question so that he doesn't answer his own questions.
Chair, I think that's not fair to me. Have I been answering my own question?
No, when I'm going to ask the question, I can see you
No, you
engage in
just,
another conversation.
Can't
Maybe the CS can multitask.
I know the CS, Honorable Chair.
You're right. You're able to-
I know you cannot multitask. I know you
Just go ahead.
Ask your question.
Yes, under the special purpose vehicle provision there, you will see that there is a requirement you clear, that the proponent should clear the nexus between Adani Airport Holding Limited and Abu Dhabi Consortium Company. That is at page 37 of the PIP. CS, can you confirm whether that has been done?
Chair, I think let us not mix issues here. This was a recommendation for detailed due diligence, which is still ongoing.
Correct.
So that will be determined later.
So you're saying it has not been done?
It has not been done.
Okay.
Or if it has been done, it has not been communicated to the National Treasury.
Now, there was a discussion also, Chair, on the question of employment, and this is at page 27 of the same document. Your counterpart from Treasury was here, not Treasury, from Transport, and he told his committee that all current employees of KA
Let's go ahead.
all current employees of KA will be offered an opportunity to work once Adani take over the airport. If you read at page 27 on employees, it talks about the proponent proposes to offer employment to a mutually agreed percentage of current employees of the contracting authority on terms and conditions as provided in the concession agreement. What percentage were they proposing, if you are aware? What percentage are they saying they can absorb?
I'm trying to get part of my answer to that question because I've read it earlier. Even though that was what was offered by the proponent, I may not have the percentages, but the recommendation from the committee was very clear.
I'm talking about their proposal.
That was proposal of Adani.
What were they proposing? What percentage?
I can't be able to yeah, so the percentage they were taking, I may need to cross-check in their proposal. It might be in the proposal document which we have here.
Very well.
But one thing that I want to be clear on is that was their proposal, but the recommendation of the committee is totally different. The committee is recommending as follows: that the Kenya Airports Authority should ensure that current employees of JKIA are onboarded by the concessionaire on priority basis.
Very well. You have said you don't know what percentage you are proposing. In the final question on this document, Chair, is that therefore CS, the conclusion that is found at this page is not numbered, but I suppose it's page 30. There are conclusions and recommendations there. The conclusion is that the proponent has provided all documentation in accordance with the requirements of Section 41 of the PPP Act 2021. That conclusion and recommendation cannot be true, Honorable CS, after what we have gone through. There are gaps in the documentation.
Chair, I agree that there are gaps, and those gaps clearly have enumerated. The first one was 22, there are 19. Those are all documented. The PPP.
So after that interrogation from the Senate Assembly, I can confirm to you Kenyans, nothing like change that is going to be in this Kenya Kwanza. Mbadi himself cannot change this government if other cronies they are not ready for change. John Mbadi will not expose some documents or hand over some fishy deals that are there if he's just alone in this Kenya Kwanza government. This will need some individuals to partner with some individuals who are open-minded and they do understand they want to make our country great, but it cannot, ladies and gentlemen, it cannot. It cannot. And that is assurance I'm telling you. If you think John Mbadi is going to change treasury, it is not. In fact, these fishy deals are continuing to unfold because Mbadi has no strength there. It is William Ruto who decides on everything. So he was just assigned there for no purpose, you know, and including other CSS. So ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye bye till we meet in another video.